connection. Encore to the vagina, I mean, of course. I'm very excited about the next comic as well. He's a good friend of mine. Let's get really loud and rowdy for Mr. Scot, Lenter, ladies and gentlemen.
Irene Morales, everybody. I love when she calls me Mr. Guys, I'm celebrating something tonight. Today I made the final payment on the computer I bought in 2006 that's no longer relevant. Thank you very much. It's rough out there, right? I had to take the windshield wipers off my car because I was sick of getting parking tickets. It's depressing, right? Life is depressing sometimes. You know what I do when I get depressed? I pull out a ruler and I measure my penis in centimeters. Always a confidence booster, right, buddy? Met a dude in the parking lot who offered to sell me a dime bag of weed on layaway. I was pretty excited too, till I realized I gave him $5 and got nothing in return. Alright, cut that one. No, you guys are fun. I'm actually from Detroit, but I live here now. It's tough to adjust to the language barrier. Detroit. It's tough to adjust, you know. Everyone speaks Spanish everywhere you go. I went into Dairy Queen the other day and I ordered a Kit Kat Blizzard. The lady had never even heard of Kit Kats before. I mean, give me a break! I like to look at billboards while I'm driving. Saw a billboard the other day. Apparently they have dental implants now. Thinking about getting them, but I'm being realistic. I know anything over a B cup would look unnatural. Saw a billboard for bail bonds. Who the hell is using a billboard for bail bonds? Like, you gotta be some type of crazy career, like hard up criminal to be rolling past the bail bond sign. Hey man, slow down. Gotta put this number in my phone for the bail bonds. I do smoke weed though. I got pulled over the other day and I learned a valuable lesson. If a cop asks you if you have any drugs on you, don't look at him, wink, and say, not to your knowledge. And I hate to spend the night in jail too, because that's like 6 hours I gotta go without checking my Facebook. So I had to come up with something, you know, clever. But I'm stoned, you know, so my mind is racing. All I could think of was, sorry officer, I know I was speeding, but I gotta get this milk home quick. My cat just had a litter of kittens, but she doesn't have any nipples. Fortunately, I had the number for the bail bonds guy on me. Weed makes me lazy. Like, sometimes at night I won't even take a shit before I go to bed because I know I'm eating a Hot Pocket. I'm just gonna have to go again in the morning. Dated this girl who was a vegan, but she would eat the shit out of some animal crackers. Had to break up with her though. She was from Kentucky. She called herself country, but she only got the first half right. I hate how like the iPhones and stuff, they're always trying to like autocorrect what you're saying now, you know? Like they think they know what you're saying better than you know. I was dating this girl a few months ago and we were planning a trip, and I texted her, you have to call about the hotel. And this is a true story. It showed up as, you have to kneel before the Fuhrer. That's how I found out my ex-girlfriend's a neo-Nazi. I am dating someone now though. She's the one who was quiet when Mark asked if your significant other's putting it down in the bedroom. A lot of people say, you know, I get more ass than a toilet seat. Well, I get more S than a urinal. I like to think I'm better at sex than her because I always finish first. It's tough for me to bring a girl to orgasm because the name Scot sounds a lot like the word stop. So if we're getting into it, you know, she starts calling my name out, I'm just like, all right, no means no. The other day we got done having sex, she asked me to finger her. And I've always been pretty good at that, you know? You find the cave, you go up the creek till you find the man in a little boat. But she asked me to finger her and then she got down on all fours like this. So I find the cave, I go up the creek, and I end up in the dungeon! Nothing spoils the moment so much as a stinky finger. We've been like experimenting with like new methods of birth control. To me, condoms are like airbags. They kill more people than they save. Or at least that's what I tell her. No, so my favorite method is to pull out, you know? But sometimes you get caught up in the moment, you can't quite do it. The other day I actually finished inside her and we're both freaked. Then she said, listen, I heard that if you do jumping jacks, you won't get pregnant. So I did like 200 jumping jacks. I'm gonna be a daddy. It's tough for me to have sex while I'm high. It's like, the more potent the weed, the more impotent I get. Like if I can't get it up, I'm like generically thrusting, I'm like, you know, my mind is racing, like. I wonder if plants can feel pain. Why is her cat watching us? I got 2 cats, I used to have 3. When you have cats, you learn. You don't leave shit laying around. You hide it in cupboards or drawers so they can't get to it. But sometimes I forget. Bought a hit of acid the other day. Put it on my desk, I was gonna take it later that week. Get home from work the next day, acid is nowhere to be found. So naturally I felt like a jerk, you know? But then I Googled, can cats take acid and live? And I was so relieved. Not because cats can take acid and live, but because Google returned 20,000 similar search results of people who would ask that very same question. That's a story about how I have 2 cats and used to have 3. Thanks guys, I'm Scot Lenter.
We're going for Scot Lenter, such a charmer, yes?